Judy Ballantine. This is my second grade classroom at Nevada City Elementary School. Welcome.
Hi, my name is Erin and I'm going to read to you today Cleopatra the Seventh, daughter of the Nile. 3 Januarius morning. I, Cleopatra, princess of the Nile, write this in my own hand. Many rooms in the palace are mine, but this small one is the northeast corner is my favorite. It overlooks the sea. Waves beat wildly against the shore, for another storm is upon us, our 5th this winter. The clouds are dark. Even wrapped in my chiton, I feel cold. It is most urgent that I record the troubling events of this week. Father has gone into hiding, having fled for his life. Though it is the 23rd year of his reign, he is in danger of losing his throne. He is, of course, King Ptolemy Auletes, honored pharaoh of Egypt. 3 nights ago, while Father slept, a deadly puff-eater was found curled at the foot of his bed, ready to strike. Father's old eunuch, Mentos, who sleeps on the floor next to him, was awakened by a hiss. He threw himself on the snake and tried to strangle it, but was bitten on the wrist. He died in torment a few minutes later. Father watched the snake slide off the bed and across the marble floor. As I write this, it has not been caught. An accident, perhaps, thought Father, until today, because he mourns Mento, his beloved slave since boyhood. Father has refused comfort. When wine was brought to him this morning, with hopes it would make his heart merry, the royal cupbearer seemed nervous, for as he held out the tray, the goblet rattled. "Why are you shaking?" demanded Father. When the man did not answer, Father angrily motioned for the cupbearer to take the first sip quickly, which he did. I was standing behind a column watching. When the goblet and the silver tray fell to the floor with a crash, it echoed through the wide hall. I covered my mouth to silence my scream, but still guards came running. The cupbearer lay in a puddle of wine, writhing in the agony meant for my father. Moments later, he was dead. The poison was probably the Ito plant. It is as swift and as deadly as a snake's. There Father had hidden, and with whom I do not know. If you want to hear more about this book, check it out at your local bookstore.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Alexa Smith. I'm going to be reading Parts. I just don't know what's going on or why it has to be, but every day it's something worse that's happening to me. I think it was 3 days ago I first became aware that in my comb were caught a couple pieces of my hair. I stared at them, amazed and more. That's just a bit above, to think that I was only 5 and starting to go bald. The next time, I don't recall, especially when it was. I lifted up my shirt and found a couple pieces of glass. I stared at it amazed and wondered what this is all about. But then I understood it was my stuffing coming out. Next day, when I was outside playing with the water hose, I saw that little bits of skin were peeling off my toes. I stared at them amazed, and then I gave a little girl to think that pretty soon I might be peeled down to the bone. Then yesterday before my bath, as I took off my clothes, a chunk of something gray and wet fell right out to my lips. I stared at it amazed and thought I should be feeling pain. Well, wouldn't you if you discussed a little piece of your brain? So now today I'm sitting here enjoying Dr. Seuss, and suddenly I realize a tooth is coming loose. I wiggle it, amazed, dismayed, to horrified to think. Without my teeth, how can I eat? Already I feel weak. Now I'm really worried. I'm as scared as I can be. Because finally, what's happening is very clear to see. The glue that Toddy and I parked together isn't holding me. And now I'm thinking to myself, what next is on mine to go? Might be my eyes, it might be my ears, it might be my eyeballs. How's a kid to know? One day I might be playing ball. If you want to read the rest of this book, then you can go to your local library and check it out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For listening to me read.
Thank you for me reading. My name is Anthony, and the book's called I Can't Sleep. I can't sleep. I feel something hard in my truck. I can't sleep. I feel something funky in my wrist. I can't sleep. I feel something stick in my volleyball. I can't sleep. I feel something funky in my bike. I can't sleep. Now I feel grumpy, but my bear isn't hard. My bear isn't lumpy. My bear isn't sticky. My bear isn't lumpy. My bear isn't grumpy. My bear feels just right. Good night.
Thank you. Say thank you for listening to me read.
Thank you for listening to us read.
Stay.
Hi, my name's Paris, and I'm going to be reading The Mystery of the Witch's Shoes. Molly had no one to play with. Carl was at the dentist office. Rhonda was visiting her grandfather, and Stanley was shopping with his mother. So Molly played pretend. She pretended she was a great tennis player. She pretended she was a spy on a secret mission. She pretended she was being chased by a wicked old witch. She ran and ran. When she stopped running, she was standing in front of a strange old house. She decided to find out who lived there, so she walked up the door, the crooked path, and knocked on the front door. She raised the knocker, knocked twice. Come in, called a voice. Molly pushed the door open and went inside. The house was dark and gloomy. A candle flickered on the mantel. A raven perched on the back of a chair. A spider scurried to the center of its web and waited. Molly shivered her ears tingle. The back of her neck felt creepy crawlers. I think I better go home, Aunt said Molly. Please don't go, said the voice. Why not? Asked Molly. Because, replied the voice, I can't find my shoes. Molly looked behind the chair. A girl about her own age was on the floor. She was looking for something under the sofa. I don't understand it, she said to Molly. I can't find them yesterday. Now I can't find them anywhere. Nope. They're gone. They've disappeared, vanished into thin air. Are you? Who are you? I am Molly Wounded, answered Molly. I am Maggie, said the girl. I am a witch. Thank you for listening to me read. And if you want to hear the rest of the story, you can check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Sammy Garten, and I'm reading Charlie the Caterpillar, and this is how it starts. One day, one bright and sunny day, Charlie the Caterpillar was born. The world looked very, very big to Charlie because he was very, very small, because he was just born. Charlie soon found out how delicious green things tasted. As he was nibbling on a blade of grass, he could hear the wind whistling and the birds singing. He smiled and smiled. He was glad to be alive. Charlie decided to set out and see the world. So he looked to the left and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. Soon Charlie saw two monkeys. Hi, said Charlie, what are you doing? We're playing cards, they said. Oh, said Charlie, that sounds like fun. Can I play too? No, you can't, said the monkeys. Why not? Asked Charlie. Because you're an ugly caterpillar. Now get out of here. Charlie, for the very first time in his young life, felt bad. He sighed and would have shrugged his shoulders if he had any. He looked to the left and he looked to the right, and then he went straight ahead. Pretty soon he saw two rabbits hopping around. Hi, said Charlie, what are you doing? We're playing tennis, they said. Thank you for listening to me reading my story.
Sammy.
If you want to hear the ending of it, check it out at your local the library. My name is Dallas, and I'm going to read the writing. Dear friends, I never thought of becoming a writer. It happened by accident. I was stung by the writing. The first time an article I wrote appeared in a magazine. I've been writing ever since. I grew up in a single-parent household. My mother struggled hard to take care of me and my younger brother and sister. After my father left, we lived in several apartments. Before moving to a project development in New Jersey, two of my neighbors, Mama and are about my life as a young child growing up in New York. I lived in the same project until I graduated from New York State Teachers College, now called Dean College. I began my career as a sixth grade teacher in Fairlawn, New Jersey. After having taught for many years, I began writing articles for teachers about the things I did with my students to make learning more exciting. Today, I do many different kinds of writing. I write books for teachers and librarians. I write picture books and novels. And I write poetry. There isn't a day that goes by that I'm not reading poetry or working on a poem of my own. I begin my work day early in the morning after breakfast. I take Judy, my Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, out for his morning walk. Then I go upstairs to my study where most of my writing is. Thank you. If you want to hear the rest of the story, you can check it out at your local library.
Stay.
Hi, my name's Lily, and my book is called Cinderella. There once was a man whose wife died, and so he took another. The new wife was proud and haughty, and had two daughters who were just like her in every way. But the man also had a daughter, and she was sweet and gentle and good as gold. The wedding was hardly over before the woman began to make her stepdaughter's life a misery. From early morning until late at night, the girl was forced to work, to scour the dishes and scrub the floors and pick up after her stepsister. She did all she was asked and dared not to complain to her father, who would only have scolded her for his new wife ruled him entirely. When she had finished her work, she used to go into the chimney corner and sit quietly among the cinders, and so she was called Cinder Wench. But the younger sister, who was not quite as rude as the others, called her Cinderella. In her ragged clothing with her dirty face, Cinderella was yet 100 times more beautiful than her stepsisters. After some months had passed, the king's son gave a ball and invited to it all the stylish people in the countryside. The two sisters were also invited and immediately set about choosing the gowns and petticoats, the hair ornaments, and slippers they would wear. Okay. Thank you for listening to me read this book. If you want to hear the rest of the story, check this out at your local library.
Hi, my name's Michelle Milligan, and I'm going to read Sloppy Tiger. Bedtime. My Sloppy Tiger wanted to stay up late. Time for bed, I said. He went on watching TV. Go and brush your teeth, I said to him. He didn't answer me. But he moaned and groaned when I turned off the TV. Teeth and bed, I told him at once. My Sloppy Tiger brushed his teeth, and then the faucet, and then the bug, and then the meal. Stop that and go to bed, I told him, but he didn't want to go to bed. He wanted a glass of milk with a straw. You just brushed your teeth, I told him, but he went on whining for the milk, so I gave it to him. He didn't drink it, he just blew bubbles in it. This time you go to bed, I told him. He tried to hide behind the chair. I said to him, will you go to bed if I read a story? That worked. He ran to his bed and jumped into it. Do you want a story about the little red hen? I asked. He shook his head. What about this story about the three bears? He didn't like bears either. What sort of story do you want? I asked. My Sloppy Tiger gave a very thurish tigerish growl. He wanted a story about tigers. All right, I asked. I said. Thank you for listening to me read. And if you want to listen to the rest of the story, check it out at your local library.
My name is Jessica, and I'm going to read Cats Know Best. Cats know the best places to be, where to stay warm or keep cool, and where to have their kittens. Cats know the best food, where the milk is freshest, or the mice most plump, and how to nurse their kittens. Cats know the best how to keep clean. They groom themselves and their kittens. helping each other keep tidy too. Cats know the best feelings. They love to have a good fight, teasing and scrapping. And caring for their kittens. Cats know the best games. They love to play cat's cradle. And to pretend not to know or to care, but they do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. If you want to read this story yourself, you can check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Chelsea. I'm going to read Blueberries for Sal. One day, little Sal went with her mother to Blueberry Hill to pick blueberries. Little Sal brought along her small tin pail, and her mother brought her large tin pail to put berries in. We will take our berries home and can them, said her mother. Then we will have food for the winter. Little Sal picked 3 berries and dropped them in her little tin pail. Clunk, clunk, clunk. She picked 3 more berries and ate them. Then she picked more berries and dropped them in the pail. And then rest she ate. The little Sal picked 4 blueberries out of the pail. Her mother walked slowly through the bushes picking blueberries. As she went and putting them in her pail, little Sal struggled along behind picking blueberries and eating every single one. Little Sal hurried ahead and dropped a blueberry in her mother's pail. It didn't sound clunk, clink, because the bucket of the pail was already covered with berries, and she reached down inside to get her berry back. Thought she really didn't mean to pull out a large handful, because there were so many blueberries right up close to the one she had put in. Thank you for hearing my story. If you want to hear the end, just check it out at the local library.
Look here. Nate. Your name.
Hi, my name is Nate, and I would like to read to you The Little House. Once upon a time, there was a little house way out in the country. She was a pretty little house, and she was strong and well built. The man who built her so well said, "This little house shall never be sold for gold or for silver, and she will live to see our great-great-grandchildren's great-great-grandchildren living in her." The little house was very happy as she sat on the hill and watched the countryside around her. She watched the sun rise in the morning, and she watched the sun rise and she watched the sun set in the evening. Day followed day, each one a little different from the one before, but the little house stayed just the same. In the nights, she watched the moon grow from a thin new moon to a full moon, then back again to a thin old moon. And when there was no moon, she watched the stars way off in the distance. She could see the lights of the city. The little house was curious about the city and wondered what it would be like to live there. Time passed quickly for the little house as she watched the countryside slowly change with the seasons in the spring. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of this book, then go to the local library and check this out.
Stay.
Hi, my name is Adam, and I would like to read Mouse Paint, and the author is Ellen Stoll Walsh. Once there were 3 white mice on a white piece of paper. The cat couldn't find them.
No.
One day, the cat was asleep. The mice saw their 3 jars of paint. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 blue. They thought it was mouse paint. They climbed right in. Then on was red, 1 was yellow, and 1 was blue. They dripped puddles of paint on the paper. The dolls looked like fun. The red mouse stepped into a yellow puddle and did a little dance. His feet stirred and his red feet stirred the yellow paint puddle until, look, he cried, red feet in a yellow puddle make horns. Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of this story, you can check it out at your local library. Hi, I'm gonna read my book, Cookie's Week.
On Monday, Cookie fell in the toilet. There was water everywhere. On Tuesday, Cookie knocked a plant off the windowsill. There was dirt everywhere. On Wednesday, Cookie upset the trash can. There was garbage everywhere. On Thursday, Cookie got stuck in the kitchen floor. There were pots and pans and dishes everywhere. On Friday, Cookie ran into the closet before the door closed. There were clothes everywhere. Cookie climbed the curtains. And Cookie went everywhere. Tomorrow is Sunday. Maybe Cookie will rest.
Thank you
For listening to me read.
for listening to read Cookie's Week. And if you want to read, go to your local library.
Hi, my name is Kyle, and I'm gonna read The Day the Dog Said Cock-a-doodle-doo. One sunny day, the animals were talking. It's hot, said the duck, quacked. Very, said the goose, honk. Moo, maybe it'll rain, said the cow. I hope so, said the pig, whose muddy puddle was drying up. Oink! Rain brings out the best worm, said the rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The dog barked at the rooster. Stop that! I'm trying to sleep. Woof! I can't help it, said the rooster. I'm a rooster, and roosters say cock-a-doodle-doo! Just then, a strong wind blew through the barnyard and stirred up a cloud of dust and sent the animals tumbling through the air. Then it stopped. Is everyone all right? Asked the duck. Moo. I'm okay, said the goose. Oink. Me too, said the cow. Quack. Same here, said the pig. Honk. I lost a few tail feathers, said the rooster. Woof, said the dog to the rooster. I like that sound. Cock-a-doodle-doo. And I like your sound, said the rooster told the dog. Well, I think the duck sounds lovely, said the cow. The goose sounds even better, said the pig. The cow sounds the best of all, said the duck. The pig is the best, said the goose. The animals were so busy arguing that they didn't notice the sky was growing dark. Then, as before, the strong wind blew through the barnyard and stirred up a cloud of dust and sent the animals flying. When the wind stopped, a gentle rain began to fall. No one said a word. Thank you for listening to me read. And if you want to hear the rest of the story, you can check it out at your local library.
Hi, my name is Justin, and I'm going to read How Far Will a Rubber Band Stretch? One day, a little boy decided to find out how far will a rubber band stretch. So he put one end of the rubber band around his bedpost and walked out the door. He got on his bike
and pedaled down the road till he got tired. So he got on a bus, which left him off at a train station. Kyle. He took a train, which arrived at an airport. He took a plane, which flew him to a harbor where he got a new boat that took him across the ocean to another land where he rented a camel, crossed the desert until he came to a rocket, which took off for the moon. The little boy got out, took one step, and suddenly there was a great boing, which landed him back in his bed. The end. Thank you for listening to me read. If you wanna check this book out and hear it again, you can check it out at your local library. Every
Give your
day.
name.
My name is Ashley. I'm reading Emma and Mommy Talk to God. Every morning, Emma and Mommy talk to God. Thank you, God, is what they say. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the trees. Thank you for the wind. Thank you for the sky. One morning when Emma was getting dressed, she asked Mommy, "Where do I come from, Mommy?" "From God, sweetheart," said her mother. "God loves you very much, and He loves Mommy too. So He sent you to Mommy so we could be together." "Mommy," said Emma, "who is God?" "God is all the love in the world," said Mommy. "He's in you and me and in everybody everywhere." That night, Emma had a dream about angels. The angel said, "Emma, God has sent you to earth. He is always with you. He is in your heart. He will always be there to take care of you and tell you what to do. And whenever you have a question." The next morning, Emma asked Mommy what the angels had meant. Mommy said, "The angels was telling you to trust God, Emma. God is always with us. Every day tell God how you feel. God always hears you and sees you, and whenever you need anything, just ask God for help. Every day tell Him how much you love Him. That's what it means to pray to God." Thank you for listening to me read. If you want to hear the rest of the story, go to your local library and check it out.
My name is April, and my story is If You Give a Moose a Muffin. If you give a moose a muffin, he'll want some jam to go with it. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. When he's finished eating the muffin, he'll want another and another and another. When they're all gone, he'll ask you to make more. You'll have to go to the store to get muffin mix. He'll want to go with you. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask to borrow a sweater. When he puts the sweater on, he'll notice one of the buttons is loose. He'll ask for a needle and thread. He'll start sewing. The button will remind him of the puppets his grandmother used to make. So he'll ask for some old socks. He'll make sock puppets. When they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. He'll need some cardboard and paint. Then he'll ask you to help make the scenery. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. So he'll ask for something to cover them up. You'll bring him a sheet from your bed. When he sees the sheet, he'll remember he wants to be a ghost for Halloween. He'll try it on and shout, "Boo!" It'll scare him so much he'll knock over the paints. So he'll use the sheets to clean the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap to wash it up. He'll probably want to hang the sheet up to dry. He'll go outside to put it on the clothespin. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bush. Thank you for listening to me read, and if you want to hear the rest of the story, you can get it at your local library.
Stay.
We love reading.
What do you love?
Reading.
Where do you go to school?
No.